Can you talk a little bit about some of the inefficiencies and just kind of oddball things that exist because of the Oregon University system being a state agency? I know I had a conversation with Dr. Maples, president of OIT, recently myself, and he talked about the fact that OIT is assessed for any number of things because of their state agency status, one of which is groundskeeping at the state capitol. So OIT is literally paying money for the lawn at the state capitol being mowed. This would eliminate things like that.
Correct. I think there are numerous examples of small but significant things that tend to add up and really tie the strings and limit the ability for organizations like OIT to be competitive. Other examples include a situation where the president of Western Oregon University was interested in purchasing an old hospital facility located near the Salem Hospital to start a nursing program there. He was unable to do so because the legislature wasn't going to be in session, and it would take him a year and a half to purchase that property. So there are numerous examples like that around the state with each of the 7 presidents where they are unable to operate in the most efficient manner possible because of the state agency status.
Is there much opposition to this plan, and if so, on what grounds?
Every session in Salem, it's about choices, and during difficult budget times, those choices are more difficult. This proposal would cost the legislature money because they would not be able to take the interest on tuition dollars and spend it on other state services. So I think there's a conversation going on in Salem as to whether or not the legislature wants to give up that level of control as well as those funds and send them back into the university system. The Oregon IDEA is very committed to advocating for the entire post-secondary education system, and we believe that these are choices that the legislature needs to make in order to set Oregon up for success in an economic recovery.
Is this just a hypothetical plan at this point, or is there legislation drafted that is going to be looked at this year?
There is a bill. Senate Bill 242 has been considered in the Senate Education Committee. That committee has sent it with a unanimous vote to the Ways and Means Committee, which is the budget writing committee in Salem. They are considering this bill as we speak, and we are hopeful that they will take action on it and send it to the Senate and the House for their approval, and then on to Governor Kitzhaber for his signature.
Does it seem that there's widespread support in the legislature for this? I don't know if you have contact directly, but I'm assuming that there are folks working on behalf of the Oregon IDEA in Salem talking to the legislators themselves. Do you envision there being any roadblocks to getting this passed?
We anticipate that once the Ways and Means Committee takes up this legislation, that we will see broad bipartisan support for this legislation, as well as for the budget of Oregon's community colleges and OHSU.
Once again, the Oregon IDEA is online at www.theoregonidea.org, also on Facebook and Twitter. And Kate, what can people do if they like this plan, if they go online and research a little bit and decide that they want to support it? How can they try to help get this passed?
That's a great question. What we're asking folks to do is to visit the website, join our Facebook cause as well as the Twitter page, and even more importantly, sign up to receive email updates and action alerts. From time to time, we'll send out notifications asking folks to send a letter to their legislator, and we found this to be a great way to make your voice heard in Salem.
We're just about out of time this morning, but before I let the two of you get out of here, is there anything else that you would like the listeners to be aware of, or anything you would like to highlight about the Oregon IDEA while I still have you on air?
I think that this issue affects all of us. It really is about Oregon's economy and jobs, and that's something that affects everyone across the state. And so we're asking folks to get involved in this effort and really join the conversation, and as part of that discussion, share it with your contacts, with your connections, and really get informed and make your voice heard on this issue.
Once again, it's online at www.theoregonidea.org. You can also find them on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you both for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Hans, Bernard, and Kate Pitchlynn, staff members with the Oregon IDEA. Klamath Talks returns right after this. Stay tuned.
Don't touch that dial. There's more Klamath Talks on the way.